Stop and swap, more like bop and sock. Anyway,
What?
there was an ice key. There was a key made of ice, and it's trapped in this area, and there's just no way to get to it. I think the original plan, if I'm remembering correctly, is that they were going to you would stop and swap the game with something else, and that would melt the door to the cave where the ice key was. And in doing so, you could then...
But they could just never get it to work?
Well, I just don't think it was ever, like, fully implemented, like, the way we think it would.
Okay.
So anyway, that ice key is there, and, like, you can hack... Like, the hackers, I think, have made their way in and, like, gotten it, but it doesn't do anything. I think the item just, like, you can't even pick it up, because it technically doesn't exist.
So there's
Like, the asset
there's
is...
nothing extra there.
Yeah, the asset is there, but it doesn't do anything. And they reference it in a lot of their games. Like Banjo, Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, you can find an imprint of the ice key on a, what's it called? On a building. You also find these eggs. So in the second game, there was a stop and swap feature. I don't know if that was stop and swap or that was something different. That might be exclusive to the Xbox version, because I played the Xbox version a lot more. Anyway, there's these eggs you get. You get these eggs, and you give them to this big old hen, and then she hatches them, and they have stuff inside them. And in the Xbox version, I think it unlocks like concept art and shit like that. But you could find a bunch of those eggs in Nuts and Bolts, and it would... I don't know what it gave you. I think it just gave you like... It might have been like car parts, or it might have just been like a troll thing. Like if you opened it and there was like an enemy inside or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they reference it a lot in their games. Like I think there was
That's
another...
cool that it's something that they just carry throughout.
Oh yeah, like, even though it does nothing.
Yeah.
In Nuts and Bolts 2, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, there's bottles in that game. He's not your tutorial dude anymore. Instead, you can pay him and he'll tell you hints about the world. But he has one hint that's called Stop and Swap, and it takes like 999999999 notes to pay for it. And I don't think you can actually get enough to pay for it. Or maybe you can, but I don't remember. Anyway, I never got it, but it's like, hey look, you can learn the secret of the Stop and Swap. But not really.
Just little jokes.
Exactly.
About this is something that doesn't exist, so we're gonna make it impossible to do.
Exactly. I like it. I think it's funny. It's kind of like it's like an inside joke. I mean, that's all I have to say about the matter.
So like an inside joke.
Joke of the century.
Nah.
What is the joke of the century? That'd be weird if they tried to like narrow it down.
Like to just pick the best joke.
Yeah. What is this in here?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Me.
Me who? So did you hear that thing about the why'd the chicken cross the road joke?
Which one?
The joke is like, why'd the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side? You ever heard like the meaning of that joke?
No.
Apparently it's supposed to be saying the chicken dies. So it's getting to the other side. And I'm like,
it's a double meaning.
yes, it's a double entendre. If we were in French, we'd say double entendre.
But we are not.
That is how they say it in French.
I don't like it.
Okay, so I listened to the Two Best Friends Play podcast, because, you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
You should listen to it, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway, they live in, the fuck is it? They live in Montreal, where it's the part of the French-speaking province of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And every fucking time they say the word double entendre, Wooly insists on pronouncing it double entendre, and it's like, we get it, you speak French. And they don't even really speak French. Like, they kind of speak French. Oh, I don't have the movie.
That's freaking great.
There's a move you learn because it goes, and then you, like, smash.
Did you have to make the noise?
Well, yeah, that's the noise she makes.
Well, I know.
She goes, yeah, oh.
You could just let her make the noise.
Well, I can't. She doesn't have the move yet. How am I supposed to let her make the noise if she doesn't have the fucking move yet?
Well, you don't have to make the noise if you don't have the move.
See, this is something else. Mario 64, your flying was limited. This one, this game does a lot of things that Mario 64 does, but it just does it better. Like, look, flying in this one is tied to an item, yes, but it's still free flying. You can still
Go wherever you want.
Yeah,
Do
I mean, if I wanted to, I could try and go out there. That was something that always really eerie to me about old Nintendo 64 games. Like looking off in the
background.
Well, yeah, like in Mario 64, like you remember in Mario 64, you look like the edges of the levels were just like hard, like either invisible walls or whatever. In this game, it's the same thing. I was always like, what's out there? Is it the void? Do I die if I go out there?
Have you ever tried to go out there?
No. Should we try and go out there?
Yeah.
Let me get a couple jiggies. But here's the thing, I don't want to... let's complete the level first, because if you die, you lose everything.
Okay.
Well, not you lose all your notes, and I don't want to lose all the notes.
Okay.
I feel bad. I had to kill that chest just to get an item. I could have just like asked him for it.
You could have probably done that. You could have also probably asked the hives if you could just take the honey.
Yeah, but Banjo's a man with stuff to do.
The only one you probably couldn't ask are the treasure chests, because they seem very angry.
That'd actually be a pretty fun name for a boat, the Salty Hippo. I have been, okay, I'm sure you took notice, but I've been listening to sea shanties.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like a motherfucker recently. I don't know why. I was listening to something that had a sea shanty in it, and I was like, you know what? I saw a meme about it. I saw a meme about sea shanties. I was like, I'll just listen to these.
I'll just check.
And then I did. I listened to the Are you fucking kidding me? I listened to the Pocahontas soundtrack, and there's a sea shanty in that very beginning song.
Oh yeah, that's a good song.
It is. In 1687,
it.
we sailed on the sea. I'm not gonna sing it, but that's the song.
That's a good one.
It is. And it's funny because we learned about it in high
Probably
school.
the best song in that movie.
Do you remember Mr. And he talked about guns. It was guns, God, and steel. Something like that. It was like guns, God, gold, and steel.
I think I know what you're talking
Oh wait, no. So there was three separate things. There was guns, God. No, it was God, glory, and gold. Those are the reasons they went to South America, and the reasons they won were guns, germs, and steel. Yeah, in that song they talk about why are they going to Virginia for glory, God, and gold, and it reminded me of Mr. I'm probably gonna bleep his name, but he was our high school teacher. He was kind of a weird dude.
Yeah.
He had issues with women. And that is from the mouth of one of our other teachers, who was his roommate at one point. Oh wait, no, they weren't roommates. That was someone else.
Are you talking about?
No,
Oh really?
No. It was the roommate to Mr.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
I didn't know that even.
Jesus! That was just like a landmine.
You have to bleep so many names.
Oh yeah, well she was embarrassed by it. If we ever talked about it, she's like, don't make fun of me of that or I'll give you detention. See how big this level is? We're not even like halfway done. Well, we're maybe close. What's down here? There's stuff down here. I didn't know this. There's eggs. You don't like eggs.
Mm-mm. I think they smell bad and they taste weird.
Like, never mind.
Like the way you feel about mushrooms?
Like, oh, dingus, dangus, McBangus. I don't know,
How high are you?
I'm not high at all. I don't get high. I get high on hate.
Oh.
That's a stolen line. I stole that from Sleepy Cabin.
That's rude.
I don't care.
How dare you?
It's a good line.
It's a good line.
I appreciate a good line. Like when a lady...
Like a line of Coke?
Yes. Do you have some? Oh my god, there's 2 Ecombokums! I want them both! Ekombokum. Grant Kirkhope did that voice too.
I like that one.
A lot of the voices in this game are just like British like words. They're like, so at one point Mumbo, the skeleton witch doctor, will say Uminaka, because he's speaking witch doctor talk, right?
Yep.
And what that, okay, so I'm totally stealing a fucking story here, but I'm just gonna describe it to you because it's funny. At one point during development, Grant Kirkhope had to go get his balls checked out because he had like a lump or some shit. I don't fucking know. That shark's gonna get me! No! I'm faster if I do this. Oh shit, there's a honeycomb out there. It's worth. Wait, no, we can't die because if we die, we lose all of our notes. We're fine, we'll make it. Anyway, so he said his friend came up to him after he went to the doctor, and his friend was like, "Hey, what'd they do?" He's like, "Oh, Uminakers." Uminakers, but it was Uminaka, you know.
Uminaka.
And it was a funny little jicky joke.
Is that real life?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's on a Game Grumps episode. It's on their first ever guest Grumps where they have Grant Kirkhope on as a guest. It's a great episode, and I feel kind of bad for like just ganking the story, but fuck it. What are they gonna do? Sue me?
Yes.
It's from back when JonTron was on the show. They don't know what to talk about it. Oh, that makes me sad. That makes me sad. Why is there just a fucking landmine? Is there anything at the bottom of that pool? There is. There's an Ekombokum. I want it.
He's not very happy you're in there.
He's a landmine. They don't like things being in the water.
That's not what I.
Oh no, he's not a landmine. He's a sea mine. Why have I been calling them landmines this whole time?
Yes, you
They
have.
are a sea mine. I always thought those were like scary looking as a kid. I was like, sea mines are. Because I just thought they looked sharp. I didn't think about them exploding. I was afraid of them because they looked sharp. I was stupid as a kid.
I've told you already that I was like scared to go in water levels of Mario.
Can I just blow this guy up with an egg? Oh. Couldn't give a shit. Can he still move around? Yes, he can.
Ooh,
Wait, you were why were you afraid of the water?
Because
I don't remember this conversation.
there was something in the water in one of the.
Baby, there's a shark in the water. Sorry, continue.
In one of the levels.
There was a big old eel.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And that scared the crap out of me.
I
don't know why, but
it is a big ass eel.
It scared me.
They put it in the new Mario, Mario Odyssey, and it was pretty spooky because it was like updated graphics and shit.
Just being underwater and not being able to get out scares me.
By the way, that song I was singing was in an episode of House, and it's a good song.
It's in a lot of things. Yes.
Is it? I've only ever heard it in House.
I have barely watched House and I've heard that song.
Who sings it then, Miss Smarty Pants?
I don't know.
What do you know?
No names. I don't know authors.
You don't know jack shit.
Exactly. I know nothing.
I know that you've got a text message waiting for you.
Nah.
I can see the blue on your phone.
No, it's a Snapchat.
From who?
Oh no, it's just somebody telling me that I have stories ready to look at.
That's fun. I fucking hate Snapchat, and I barely use it.
Why?
I don't know, I just don't like it. It doesn't provide me with anything social media-wise that I feel like I'm not getting somewhere else. God, we've been running these episodes long. See you later.
Bye.